Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new LEGO news update for LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Once again, if you guys enjoyed today's news update, please don't forget to drop a like. That would be absolutely highly appreciated. Let's go ahead and aim for 1,000 likes. Now, with that in mind, let's discuss what the news are. Well, there's actually quite a bit to discuss. Now, it's kind of weird because on one hand, there really isn't that much new stuff per se, but there's also at the same time a bunch of stuff to discuss. And I know that this sounds really confusing, so let's break it down little by little. So, over the last few days, IGN did one of their IGN first articles where I think every few months, or maybe it's every month, I'm not sure, they get an exclusive kind of access to a game, and then they get to reveal a bunch of stuff and so on and so forth. Well, essentially, they, I guess, have LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens this month. So they have an 8-minute gameplay trailer, or not gameplay trailer, just an 8-minute gameplay footage that is actually narrated by the game director for The Force Awakens, which is really cool as well because you get it right from the source, the person, the head honcho, so to speak, at the game. So that sounds really cool, but you guys should go check that out. I have a link in the description box below. Go ahead and check it out because it's really, really, really cool. And I didn't want to post any of it or anything like that because it's all there. So that's why I don't want to show any of it. But let me just give my opinions on what we did see. Well, essentially, I really, really, really like the footage that we saw because I love the way that the little HUD worlds or HUDs look for the characters, like in the top corners. I like that they have an actual different mode now where the game director discusses the idea that there's going to be two different fighting styles, one at long range and then, or ranged fighting style, and then melee or close combat styles. And that's really cool because I think that it's going to give it an extra depth and an extra layer to play within. So that was really fun. And he showcases specifically the fire battles and the dogfights. What are they called? The aerial dog, space dogfights, whatever they're called. Not literal dogs that are in space and fighting, but more so referring to, of course, battles within ships, fighting each other in space and so on and so forth. So those are the two kind of main mechanics that they showcased, and it looks fantastic. I really, really am so very hopeful now for what this might be upon the actual game. I'm really, really, really stoked because this, I assume, is really early in the game because the sections that are covered are, well, spoiler alert, I guess, for The Force Awakens if you haven't seen it yet, but essentially it's the early scene with Poe trying to escape once the First Order lands, and then the second one that they showcased, which was the space battles, and that one was showcasing when Poe Dameron and Finn escape from the First Order ship and try to get away in First Order TIE Fighter. So those are kind of the key moments that they showed, but the actual gameplay is fantastic, and I think it really speaks for itself. I really am excited about the possibilities of the game in terms of the future battles. Like when you think of the battles on Takodana and how will that be done, that sounds really cool and really, really exciting. Plus, don't forget there's a whole bunch of moments on Jakku and such, which hopefully will be exciting as well. Now, but that is not it, because on top of that, just today we got a brand new trailer for The Force Awakens as well. So it wasn't enough that we got this amazing 8 minutes of footage that not only now in theory and kind of in showing us pictures and such, but literally showed us, okay, these are some of the new things that we're adding to this game and some of the things that you have not seen prior to this. And here are some things that we've adjusted and so on and so forth. So I was very, very, very excited about that. But then we got this trailer. Now, I've not watched the trailer yet, so we're going to watch it together here in just a moment. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and watch the trailer and see what it has to offer. Okay, wow, that is way too loud. Okay. Okay, yep. Certainly does seem to be moving. Ooh. Oh, so this is the trailer to show you all of the new things that are added on top of The Force Awakens. That is awesome, man. That's a really good idea to actually show a specific trailer to specify what these are all going to be about.
Back to Takodana at full speed so we can claim us our bounty. foil the First Order's plans.
Ooh, this should be pretty interesting. Ooh, nice. He's gonna have the grappling hook ability. Isn't that a First Order ship? I think it is. They just stole it. Ooh, this should be pretty fun. So I guess this maybe occurs prior to the events of The Force Awakens, right? Maybe? Because that would make sense, I mean. Alright, there's... Whoa, is that Admiral? Oh, wow, it is Admiral Ackbar. Oh, that is so cool. Okay, that's neat. I never even knew that he had a mission where he worked with Admiral Ackbar. This looks intriguing. Some really cool stuff here. This is interesting because it's showing us kind of a nice preview of everything. But the main thing I would say that is really cool is Wookiee cookies. Let's get some Wookiee cookies. All right, and then there's a nice little summary right here at the end for the actual things that are going to be included in the game on June 28th, 2016. That sounds incredible. How appropriate. On May the 4th, we got this incredible trailer, and I gotta say, what a genius idea. Like, seriously, because that's one of those things, like, you know, you worry about, because a bunch of people said, oh, well, before this, they made, you know, Lego Star Wars, The Complete Adventure, or they made The Clone Wars, and so on and so forth, and it covered a bunch of films. It didn't just tackle one. So how is this game going to match that? Well, that's how. There's your answer. They're going to have exclusive stuff that is going to be covered in this particular game, which sounds really cool. If you're a Star Wars fan, and I assume that this will be canon in terms of being a part of the canon Star Wars universe, because I think they said everything after The Force Awakens, everything that will be coming out after that, including the comic books, I guess, as well, and such, will now be canon. So I assume that this will all be canon storylines, which sounds really cool. I mean, there's some really cool stuff in here, like Lor San Tekka's return, and I guess maybe since it is a return, could that be possibly after the events that happen on Jakku or in the beginning of The Force Awakens? I'm not even sure, but now the speculation can begin. And we don't even know some of these. Like, we know the Rathtar hunting. We know that that's going to be Han and Chewie getting the Rathtars. We know Lor San Tekka's return, what that going to tackle. We know Poe to the rescue as well, because they obviously showed us, because that's going to be Poe rescuing Admiral Ackbar, which sounds really cool. With, by the way, don't forget that this game is going to have original voiceovers by a lot of the cast from The Force Awakens, so they're going to have a whole bunch of cool lines, like the Wookiee cookie line from Mr. Harrison Ford. That sounds pretty fantastic. Now, what else? We have Crimson Corsair, so that's going to be with that Crimson Troop guy, and then I'm not sure what these other ones are going to be. Trouble Over Tall and Odegon Assault. That sounds interesting. So those are going to be things that we're going to need to kind of, I guess, brainstorm about and figure things out as the I guess the game gets closer and closer, and as our adventures and kind of the rumors surrounding the game continue. But with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think. I did want to wish you guys, of course, May the 4th be with you. It's very interesting how this whole thing organically evolved into an actual annual thing. It's weird. Like, it's weird that, first of all, it was... that the fact that it evolved so quickly, I think, is the craziest part about this. But you know what? It's awesome, because it gives us a special day where we get a whole bunch of new Star Wars news and goodies. So with that in mind, ladies and gents, of course, I do hope that you guys enjoyed today's LEGO news update. If you did, please don't forget to drop a like. That would be absolutely highly appreciated. I will indeed catch all of you lovely folks next time. Peace out, guys, and I'll see you all laters, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone.